Okay, this is my first video tutorial I'm doing. A few months back I was asked by someone on YouTube to do a tutorial on how to make a particular laser display unit I made. So I said I would as soon as I got my camera back, but I haven't got my camera yet because it's still being fixed. So I'm going to use my webcam, and basically what you need to make this laser display unit is a balloon. Doesn't matter what colour or what, but try and get a biggish balloon. Some sort of piece of pipe. Now I'm using an old broken unused multi-quick, and the Yorks are used for toilets, you know, connecting toilets to sewer pipes. And this one hasn't been used, but it was broke. You're going to need also a bit of either a rubber band or some electrical tape, a knife, some sort of a blade, doesn't matter what it is as long as it's sharp, and a small piece of mirror. And you might either want some super glue or hot glue. I have my hot glue gun here already. So the first thing you do is you start by cutting the narrow end of the balloon about there off. So I'll do that now. Just be careful you don't cut yourself with the blade. Right, I'll just cut that piece off there. So you're left with the round part of the balloon. Now, the next hardest bit is actually getting the balloon separated, because if it's been lying around for a while they kind of stick together. So I've just got to kind of tease this apart. It'd probably help if you actually blow air into the balloon prior to cutting it. It'll kind of unloosen the joint where you're going to the balloon itself. Now, depending on how old your balloon is, it depends on how easy you'll get it stretched over your piece of pipe. Now, this is a kind of a very large diameter connection, so it's not that easy. This is actually the piece I used for that laser display unit that I made before, but the balloon had perished. So the next challenge is getting it stretched over this without ripping the balloon. You want to stretch it over fairly tight, and the tighter it is, the tighter and the narrower the beam will bounce above. If you have it really loose, it won't bounce. It'll have a very wide bounce angle on the beam itself when you have it running. I have my laser set up here. I have this laser modified so it actually, instead of running off batteries, it runs off my converted PC power supply. It's wired up to the 3-volt supply there, so I can run this as long as I want and not have to waste money on batteries. So I'm just stretching this balloon over this this piece of pipe, so it's good and tight. Kind of have a bit of a spot I can get off. I'm going to try and make more videos like this, more tutorial videos as I can. I'll also be doing a few sort of autopsy videos, like different electrical stuff. So that would be pretty good. So just to hold that balloon in position, I'm going to wrap some tape around it. To stop it from slipping and getting loose again. Now you can just put a couple of turns of tape around this, it should be enough. Or if you have a rubber band, you can stick that around the pipe and that will hold it on nice and firm. Now, that's that piece set up. So you got a balloon, and it's now stretched around the pipe and it's now like a drum. And you basically, when you have this all set up, you place this side in front of a speaker and you play your music, and in the middle of here I'm gonna glue on the mirror, and basically you just project your laser beam onto the mirror, and the sound off the speaker will cause this to vibrate and bounce the laser beam all over the place. Now unfortunately I haven't got a speaker in here with music to play to demonstrate it, but what I'll try and do is I'll vibrate the balloon by just tapping it, and you'll get the idea. So you don't need a very big piece of mirror. I have a piece here, it's about 1/2 inch square. I got this out of I don't know, out of some sort of laser unit or whatever it was. I think it was off that helium neon laser tube barcode scanner I had. These are all the little bits that came out of it. Different mirrors and stuff, and lenses. So I've got a nice collection of bits and bobs in there. So anyway, you just place, hopefully now this doesn't melt the balloon. I haven't actually tested it out with hot glue, I used super glue the last time. So you just place a blob of glue in the middle of the balloon, and then place your mirror in on top of the balloon on the blob of glue, and give that a few seconds to set. And when it's finished, it should look something like this. You can't see it moving, but that's it. So that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do to make it. And the other thing you need is a laser. Doesn't matter what color it is, or you know. Obviously, the higher the milliwatt, the brighter it will be, and the better the display will be. So that's pretty much it. I'll turn on my laser, and unfortunately I haven't got my dimmer switch on my set up on my light anymore, so I can't dim the lights down enough to show you this, but we'll work it some way or another. Now I'll place that on there, and I'll bounce that on there. Now you can see the beam pretty well there. You can see how just by tapping that, you see you get a nice effect off the laser beam. See, it's still vibrating, that's why it's kind of wide. And if I was to speak into it, just like this, you'll also see the laser beam vibrating a bit. Now obviously my voice isn't deep enough to make it vibrate a whole lot, but in front of a speaker that worked pretty good. And depending on the beat of the music that you play, it depends on the actual size of the beam. And that's all you need to do to make a very simple laser display unit. And that's it. Thanks for watching. More to come.